1, 2, 3. So I will come on and there will be, the lights, I imagine the stage, it is wide, so perhaps the lights will come up and I will already be on, but there might be a time in between when the lights have been on and removal of objects that do not need to be there. The lights coming up and you'll be only one, just one, the only one, just one. A person speaking is just speech, that's all it is. A person trying to say things in always just continuing. So the silence getting larger, the huge image above their head, it's a cloud. That's what I asked for. I can think about it. Do I really want that? The people will see it. They will be sitting. There will be a line of vision between me and there will be a tent. I am thinking about the tent. I've got it there. What is the tent for? I want to be inside the tent. No, talking and thinking about things that are attractive, like perhaps a picture of a mountain would be, at this point, decorative. I want transcendence and a sense of, at the beginning, like getting out for a moment in your mind, just a screensaver of a mountain, lots of pictures of mountains falling onto one another, over one another, and you look up momentarily from your work on your screen. This is what you get out of your room for a moment. I am speaking and this is my performance. I'm standing. Imagine it now. I'm standing. I'm in front of people. I have the microphone. That's all I have on the stage. There is a big image behind me, and that could be whatever I want. If I just I need to Google image search the mountains first, and then I will put them into a PowerPoint presentation, and then I will email that to the technician, and I need to provide a high-res one if I want it big, which I do. I want a big, huge, heroic thing of a huge, because the screen is very big, the expanding edges of things, pictures of everything that can be on a picture. Can it expanding to get a sense of the expandedness of our perception when we are listening to some sorts of types of speech, blow up bed, the expanding edges of things, expanding it on a scale that can fit inside a room. 1, 2, 3. Here we are, my friends have come. I hope, the ones I emailed, I hope they came. They said they would. They are sitting on the futon like they did that time, but this is not like that time. So I am speaking and my thoughts are going into making the things that are needed now and next for the people here. I am walking down a street. The performance begins and it feels like a street of some sort. This kind of, hello, this is coming in. The people have already sat down and I am greeting them, and they are now becoming this sense of the people that I am speaking to. I think that they will be sitting and, hello, here come my friends. They've come to sit on the futon like they did before, the green futon. I found a picture of it on the internet, the same futon in this space. There are more permanent arrangement of chairs that is like on small rubber cube like thing, saying things like, hello, I am on the stage and this is my body and I have brought nothing apart from this. This is what this is. And hello, putting my face out there like a greetings card. There will later be some other types of symbols coming through, things that are at the moment a little bit like bags. I like sacks that sags. I like sacks that sag. The sack is not stiff. It is a thing that can be dragged and has a particular set of circumstances attached to it. The sack is for storing coal or wood. The types of fuel that get burnt there, the warmth from this electricity as coming from some magic sky. No, and being made by nuclear fusion or some sort of process like that, like anyway, something that we can have piped in, not piped, wired, conducted into our homes by wires that we no longer see unless it is under my feet at the desk where I have a multi-plug, and there is no way to make that not look unsightly, not because somehow when you get to the end of IKEA and there is the place where you get everything, it can get confusing, and the moment of tipping when you think all of these things individually are fairly reasonably priced, but that's the thing about buying things. Because if you have physical money, it is scary how low it goes quickly. I do not have physical money. This is something that I often regret when they're having certain clothes on. There is a type of clothing that I sometimes buy imagining the clothing I wear for working, like where I have to be out in public, something that I need to look vaguely like someone who might have been given this job legitimately. So I buy things that do downplay the tendencies of the materials to fray or be ripped or snugly fit over my genitals or other body parts that are unsightly in the context of the modern workplace. I always like getting on the bed with my laptop. I always like getting on the bed with my laptop. I always like getting on the bed with my laptop, sometimes to work. Yeah, okay. You can bring it. We have soft furnishings forms a proposal. No, the soft furnishings is from a proposal. It's a scene from a proposal. It's a scene from a proposal. A scene from a proposal. And pushing. It's a scene from a proposal. Pushing for. Can't I say what we're pushing for if I am pushing myself? They say, if in the appraisal, if she really pushes herself, she can achieve a thing. To say, what are you pushing for to achieve a thing? Exhausting possibilities, finding, reaching limits, setting limits, set clear limits to achieve a thing. Exhausting possibility, finding, reaching, setting limits, set clear limits to achieve, to push yourself, you can achieve a thing. Push yourself, you can achieve. Can't I say what we are pushing for if I am not pushing for thing? I'll just pause here. Antonio, the composer of the string quartet, is kindly holding up my soft furnishings. I've brought these from home. It's actually pretty much all the soft furnishings from my house. And I just want to say thank you to the staff of King's Place who have been really incredibly understanding of me bringing all the soft furnishings from my house and bringing them onto the stage with very little explanation as to what that's for. I don't know if I can provide that now, but it just felt somehow like an important thing to do. So now I'm going to perform the final part of this piece. Are you okay, Antonio? Yeah, which is just a song for the soft furnishings. And for the lighting technician, the final word of this is she's letting go. So that's when we can have a fade down of the lights. Thanks. I always imagine you with you had like your duvet covers were always a bit old, but you had them a long time, and you had them a long time, and I think. Yeah, you had them for sentimental value a bit, and then I always associate you with discarded mattresses. I always associate you with discarded mattresses. Always getting a lot of fear in the bed. Always getting a lot of fear in the bed. Have you ever had a toweling one then? Have you ever had a toweling one then? What, like Winsiette, or more like? What, like Winsiette, or like, I don't know, like something that's really soft, like, yeah, like, so it's like, you know, woke up, yeah, woke up, no, but she has toweling everything, even in summer. I always forget, and I always can't believe it, but she's got a real thing about it. Significant to remember, the dream was dark, and, well, a chair is a furnishing. Getting really attached to that one particular duvet. Because you feel as well like you had that. You feel as well because you had that bit with the duvet, and it's God dead. You brought no duvets recently, and that's a bit like letting go of the past. It's also an inflatable. Also an inflatable burden, a kind of easily with holes, and not like holds. Holes is not the right word. It just sort of holds its own. I should have gone there. Should have gone there. Yeah, it's really some sort of bag, what's your current bag? What's your current bag? I kind of splashed out, worrying a bit that this kind of, that yesterday that was never quite produced, reduced, and I can only ever get them in the sale, and I worry about their precarious ladder. Like, I was really attached to that one, that particular duvet. You had like the duvet covers were always a bit old. I was really attached to that one, that particular duvet. You had like the duvet covers were always a bit old, but then you had them a long time, and you had them for sentimental value, and really soft, expandable, because it's really like expensive foam. You really have in winter for babies, you dreamt you were an inflatable bed or a bell, or you dreamt you were amongst other things, amongst other things, amongst your mother's things, amongst other things, by things like holding things up, sit down, and the various kinds of holding it together, and the amongst mother things, the arguments that focus on the matter at hand, that sit up on an inflatable feeling of superiority. It's kind of like, did we all it got a little bit dark, domestic, toweling, even though you got a new one, and now it's like recently, she's just, she's letting go.